Hi everyone. I have done a little magic off screen and I've gone ahead and finished my book. And by that I mean that I've come in and I've added 2 pages to the front, and I did that by simply coming here and inserting pages. And I've added 2 pages for my cover and back, and I've added 2 pages for my table of contents. Now you don't have to have table of contents. I decided to do them for mine actually, and then I have my 8 terms, which take up the next 16 pages, which means that I have a total of 20 pages. That's the really important part, because today we're going to be talking about how to take something from reader spreads into printer spreads so that it can be produced and saddle stitched. Which is basically that it is stapled together. Now you can only do this with probably no less than really the 5 pages that we're doing. Each 5 pieces of paper will actually be 4 pages, which sounds like kind of magic, but I'm going to walk you through it in as simple a way as possible. And to that end, I've kind of created this little diagram. So we have our your back. People always think that the back should be here. Anytime you're designing, the back is on the left. If you have a magazine close to you, go ahead and open it up. You're going to see the back is on the left and the cover is on the right. So the way this works is to do pagination. Number one, it's got to be divisible by 4. We have 20 pages. We originally had 16 pages with just our interior pages, so it meant we needed to add 4. So I've gone ahead and given myself cover and then my table of contents, but again, you could do a blank page. So the way pagination works is that we diagram all of our 20 pages out, and then we're going to do this crisscross. So cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then back to cover. I know it seems like magic, but this is actually going to work. If you don't believe me, I want you to take 5 pages of paper, fold them in half, and then I want to do cover down to 18 pages, and then I want you to write back on that back cover. Now take them apart and you'll see that these are exact order. Now, the other thing that we're going to do is we now have to kind of diagram out what's going to happen here, which is a little bit more complicated. I have already diagrammed out the pages that we have, the 2 pages that we have, 2 and 3. Are 2 and 3 are my cover and back. We have a little error here. We have 4 and 5, 6 and 7, and of course our pages are gone. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So those are our pages. And those pages are going to give us everything we need. Page 2 and 3 were actually cover and back, so that was the complication. All right, so what I want to do is I want to duplicate this, and then I'm going to go ahead and realign it this way. I want to be able to see this when I'm looking at the other side, and I'm actually going to go and bold this so that we give ourselves a clear understanding. So that's actually going to be our pagination, information. And so now we need to go in and kind of define what everything is. So back and cover stay the same, right? But this is going to be page 1 and 2. This is going to be 3 and 4. This will be 5 and 6 for us. This will be 7 and 8. This will be 9 and 10. This will be 11 and 12. This will be 13 and 14. This will be 15 and, 15 and 16. And this will be 17 and 18. And we look up here and we have 18 pages. Why did we do this? Because this is actually how we know that on page 4 and 5 of our document, that's our 1 and 2. So it'll help us know, and we can actually go in and kind of check off that we've done certain pages. All right, so let's go into our document. We're going to start a new document. We're going to go to File, down to Document Setup, and we're going to see what size this guy is. It's 5.5 by 8.5, so we're going to write that down. We're going to go File, New Document. First thing we're going to do is we're in Print, so we're going to go to Print. We're going to do inches, and our width is going to be 5.5, and our height is going to be 8.5. And you guys know that I hate margins that I don't build, so I'm going to zero that out and propagate them, and then I'm going to hit Create. Now, I need 20 pages here. That's how many pages. So we're going to insert 20 pages after 1 and click OK. Now, we've got the 2 documents ready. We've got our plan over here. We can come in here, and to make this easy on myself, what I have done is I've given myself an alignment key so that I don't have to worry about margins. These 2 squares are independent of each other, but they're right in that center corner because things are going to move around a lot. But we know that this is going to go in the corner, so it's going to help us. So remember, these pages are built independently, so I'll be able to pull them apart. First thing we're going to do is come here. We're going to hit Command Shift, and then we're going to do a drag select on everything, which is going to unlock everything, and we're going to copy. We're going to go to our document. We're on page 2-3, which, you know, is cover. We didn't really indicate that over here on our document, but we know that. So we're going to go ahead and drop that in. The nice thing is our alignment tool is working beautifully. We're going to go ahead and delete those. Now, this is where we have to kind of follow the plan. So page 4 and 5 are page 1 and 2. So page 1 needs to come next. So I'm going to go find page 1, and so page 1 is number 4. Oops, page 1's number 4. And I'm going to double click on 4. So this is page number 1. I'm only going to do a drag select on that page, and I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to come in, and I'm going to paste, and I'm going to use that alignment tool. And it's going to work beautifully. Then we're going to delete it out. So the next thing I need page 18. Well, we can see that page, this is supposed to be 17. So page 18 is all the way down here to page 21. So if I come back into my document, and I go all the way down to page 21, and I'm going to do Command Shift, drag select, and grab all of those guys. I'm going to hit copy, and I'm going to put it right next to page 1 because we're going to trust the system. I know that this sounds wacky, but once you've done it once, you are going to realize it works and be thrilled. And I'm a little bit off, so take your time to do this. It's better to take your time than to have things be a little off, especially if you have things that are working across pages that have a connection and alignment things happening together. All right, so I've got these guys done. So what I can go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and select those guys and kind of indicate to myself that I have them done. Now I'm going to leave this chart up and let you use it, but I'm going to let me actually go ahead and do a screen capture. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys use it, but I'm going to go ahead and give myself an indicator that I have those two guys done. I have these two done. And then I can see that the next page is going to be 17. Well, if I look down here for 17, that is page 20, which is exactly where I was at anyway, right? So I'm going to Command Shift drag select. And then I am going to go into my new document. I'm going to go to page 6, 7, and oops, I grabbed too much. We're going to use our little alignment thing, which is working great. Make sure that you're right on it. Click, unclick, and delete that. Then we're going to go in here, and next to 17 is page 2. Well, where is page 2? Page 2 is number 5. So I'm going to come back up here to number 5. In this, and I'm going to drag select. I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to paste it right here. The one thing about this video is you can follow along, and as things are happening in your composition, you can go ahead and pause. So we have page 17 and 2 done. So we'll go ahead and mark those done. So our next page is 3 and 16. So we'll come up here and see where 3 is. That is page 6. So we're going to come into our original document and go to 6. We're going to drag select that, copy it, and oops, paste it. We're going to unselect that. And then we know that we need 16. Well, where is 16? That's page 19. So we'll go back to our original document and find page 19. Right there it is. Oops, original document. Right there it is. We're missing something for page 19, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna do a drag select on it. We're gonna come back in and paste 19 into position. Again, take your time, make sure you've aligned it, and then we can delete that. So we now have 3 and 16 done. So we can go ahead and mark those guys off. Now we need 15 and 4. So page 15 is 18. So we're going to come to our original document. We're going to go down to 18. We're going to do drag select. We're going to copy. We're going to go into our document. We're going to set up the next page. This is going to take you a while, so make sure that you're giving yourself plenty of time. My thoughts are anything this complicated, you cannot do it the last minute. If you do the last minute, you're going to run into problems. So we're now looking for page 4. If we come up here and look for page 4, that's going to be 7 on our original document. So we're going to come to page 7. And we're going to do a drag select on that. We're going to copy, and we're going to bring it in. Take your time with alignment. We're going to delete those 2 guys out. And we've finished those guys. So now we need to find page 5. Page 5 is going to be page 8. So we're going to go into our original document, and we're going to find that original page 8. We're going to do a drag select, copy, and paste. And then we're going to know that we need 14. What is page 14? That's actually page 17. So we're going to go to page 17 down here. Oh, original document, page 17. And we're going to do a drag select on that. We're going to hit copy. We're going to come back over and paste that into place. We'll go ahead and delete that out. We've got these guys done. We'll go ahead and mark those complete. Now we need 13 and 6. So page 13 is going to be 16. So we're going to go to our original document, and that is going to be this one. Oh, got both of them for the price of one. Now we need to go find page 6. Page 6 is page 9, original document. We're going to go to page 9. We're going to copy, paste. You know, this is a little tedious, but it's really important to understand these little things. Once you are a designer, you're not going to be paginating your documents, but you need to know how it happens. So now we are finished with these guys, and then we need page 7. Once we go up here, we'll see that page 7 is actually page 10 in our original document. So we're going to go up to page 10. Notice that I'm clicking on page 10 in my pages list so that I'm not ending up in the wrong spot, which is easy to do. I'm going to put that in. We're going to delete that out. So we need page 12. We come up here, page 12 is number 15 in our original document. There's actually software that does this when they are doing it professionally. So but with these small documents, you know, sometimes I'm not sure if maybe they just probably put them together by hand in a new document. All right, so we've got those two set. We've got that taken care of. So now we need page 11. So we're going to go up here, 11's 14, original document. We're going to click on page 14. We're going to do drag select on 14. Copy. Paste. So we need to drag this down here. Use our alignment tool. I love these little alignment tools. They just make everything so much easier. So now we're looking for page 8. If we come up to 8, we'll see that that is actually page 11. So original document, page 11. Go ahead and paste that. And so now we have these complete. Just 2 more pages, wasn't that quick? So we're going to go to page 9. Where is page 9 in our original document? That is going to be page 12. I'm going to grab that. And we have page 10. Where's page 10? Page 13. We should have just grabbed both of them, which I kind of knew, but I was just focused on the process and the plan that we kind of laid out. So I'm going to grab both of these, copy. I'm going to delete this out and put both of them in at the same time. So that we have absolute positioning. I like to use the arrow keys to do up and downs. Everything's in place. We can now do front back printing, cut these down, put them in order, and you have a book and saddle stitch. How to do a saddle stitch video will be on its way. Thank you.